Hey guys, we're going to get started on our rose tutorial, which is our focus flower this month. I'm going to start with the Grumbacher Cerulean, I don't know if I'm saying it correctly, blue hue. Okay, here's the tricky part. I bought this thinking it was this color, and as you can see, it's a little bit different. It's much darker. So I want it to be more like that. This is going to be the background for our roses, so I'm also going to be adding in some titanium white. And I'm just going to mix these to get my backdrop going. All right guys, so let's get on to drawing out my stems. First you have to decide if you want it vertical or horizontal. For me, I decided since these are roses, I want to actually go with a vertical look here and kind of have them coming up. The other part of me wants to have it coming down on this canvas. So I need to make a decision pretty quick, but I wanted to let you know that I have my cheerleader and my mascot brush. So it's a number 2 fan and a number 10 fan. Also have a 3/4 edge, which is in my line called the edge actually. I have a filbert half inch, and then I also have a large round number 10. So those are hopefully the ones I'm going to be needing. I also have, for the roses, the stems, I grabbed phthalo green and another color called phthalo yellow green, okay? So I'm going to mix those and kind of load my brushes and use the brighter yellow as a highlighter. And then I have this violet, light magenta, and right in the center of our roses, we're going to use this deep violet. So you can see we're going with a violet magenta style colored rose, okay? So I also added white to my palette, which I put in the center, and then just grab white as I need to deepen or lighten a shade. So I'm going to get started. I'm not looking at a picture. It might be really good for you to grab a visual. And I'm also going to have a little bit of water handy. I'm going to lightly wet my brush. I'm going to start in with the cheerleader brush, which is a large fan. It's actually what I use for most of my flowers and stems. I think I'm going to come from the top. So let's get in there. Let's just map this out. Let's map it out and kind of, I think I want to do this one a little bit differently. Letter. So with the roses, we're going to start with the center and work our way out and up in a more of a 3D look. So I'm going to start with the darkest violet, and I'm going to just put a circle here. I'm going to kind of keep it basic at first. This is just kind of our outline, mapping it out. I don't usually draw too much on my paintings. We're gonna also define our stems as well. are the three we want to really focus on. We might have a little bud over here, might have another bud over here, and maybe just one here. We're going to keep an odd number, so there's 3 large, 4 smalls. We're going to go with that. I'm going to start grabbing now the violet color, and then I'm going to actually just start tapping in a circle and start building up. Okay, I'm going to start building up, kind of going in a circle. All of this is just laying the foundation for the layers that are going to come on the top. I'm going to grab a little bit of white because I do want that to be just a little bit lighter than what I first. All right, here we go. This is what I'm looking for. I'm using the long round and just tapping the strokes in a circle. I'm trying to keep these tutorials as basic as possible, okay? I want all of you to know you can do this. Play around with it. Okay, we're gonna leave that one there for now. And basically do the exact same thing on all of the other 2. I'm going to take some of that deep violet and mix it in with my green to change up my color and get a little bit of a navy, okay? So see, I'm going to do this and see how much texture that adds. See, you don't want to do too much of it, but doesn't that just really make it pop even more and add more depth, right? And that was the violet that we started with in the bottom of the roses, the center. So we'll leave it at that, like that for now. And now I'm going to grab the filbert. It's a 1/2 inch filbert. And I'm going to grab the magenta, the light one. This is a golden. I've got my white handy. And I'm going to start in with more of these little circle strokes, just to highlight, okay? This is the basic concept of how to do roses. It's not intimidating. I want you to feel like, yes, you can do roses. So I'm going to add a little white into mine, go back over it again. So now I'm going to grab the lightest pink and a little bit of white in some areas and just start highlighting the tips of my petals of my rose.
This is where I feel like it comes to life, and I love
Okay,
it.
so I want to do some highlighting now. Again, I'm still trying to use the same colors that I've been using. So I'm going to take my both shades of green and I'm going to add in a little bit of white to add in some variegated look to the leaves. All right. I'm going to get the mascot. This is a 2 fan, number 2. I'm going to grab a little white and I'm going to start mixing it in with my greens to get just a light limey green color that I love. All right, so we're just going to swoop that in there. Add a little bit of texture. Almost. It's an outline. I don't know why I'm whispering. It's like it's just you and me here. See how that already has added so much. Okay, now we can pull this up over one of the roses a little bit so it organically, of course, covers it. Darken. If you feel like you got it too light, you can continue to layer roses. Maybe we want one big one right here. That would be probably somewhere what I would think, that might go there. Maybe even grab the round, dip in your violet, and just very thinly trace some of these stems. I hope that you enjoyed this. I'm loving doing our focus flowers, trying to keep these as simple as possible. All right, we can go more complex after we get through simplicity, okay? This is something everybody can do. So basic roses, you get the concept. It's a great jumping point. So thank you so much, and I will hang this on the wall once it's dry and post a finished photo for you. Everybody, thank you so much.